What's up guys, welcome back to another how to TR7 video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a tray flip. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe and hit the little bell so that you get the notifications whenever we post a new video. So a tray flip or a 360 flip is the next trick for most people after varial flip, and all it is a varial flip, but instead of a 180 shove it, the board's going to do a 360 shove it whilst kick flipping. So it should look something like this. It's another nice sunny day on the coast of Cornwall, so for this tutorial we're going to head outside. So before we go into detail for what each foot does individually, we're going to talk about foot positioning. And this one's really important for tray flip. Make sure your feet are in this spot or something similar before giving it a go. Your back foot is always going to be on that pocket on the toe side of the board so that you can get that scoop, and the front foot is probably going to be in the middle of the board more or less. When you're learning them, it's a bit easier to do it with your feet closer together. It makes it much easier to spin the board round, and then as you progress with them, you spread your feet out a little bit and it will slow down the rotation, allow you to pop it higher off the ground and control the tray flip when doing it on different obstacles. So to be able to tray flip, you have to get both of your feet working together like in a lot of other flip tricks, but with this one, it's the back foot that does almost all of the work. The front foot does the kick flip, but the back foot's the one that sets the board off and gives it that rotation. So we're going to be using the pockets like we did with the shove-its, and what you want to do is scoop around, because if you want the board to spin a full 360 shove-it, it's not going to happen unless you give it a good scoop with that back foot. So the front foot has two rolls in this one. You have the kick flip just as you pop, which will make the board spin. It's just a gentle flick because the back foot is still going to be doing most of the work, but also the front foot's going to be the one that catches the board, which is stopping the rotation to make it landable. You don't see anyone really trying to stop it with the back foot, because if you do that, you'll just land and slip off. If you catch it with your front foot, you're staying solidly above the board, and it makes it much easier to land and not slide out. So bearing that in mind, that your front foot's going to be stopping the rotation, allowing you to land it, a really good way of learning this one, like Harry's front shove tutorial, is to get the rotation and just land it with one foot instead of trying to land it with both feet straight away. So you want to be able to do something like this. If you can get that rotation, get really used to it, that front foot's going to get the muscle memory needed to land back on it, and then your only challenge is to bring that back foot back on, stomp it down and roll away. So you're probably sick of us saying it by now, but you need to jump to make this work. The board's going to be doing all of this underneath you, so if you're not jumping straight up in the air, then you're not going to have time to allow it to do that. So remember to jump! So that's the back foot scooping it, the front foot kick flipping it, you're jumping up in the air, you're catching it with that front foot, then to land it, all you need to do is get that back foot on. Some people find this easier stood still to begin with, some people find it easier moving, so have a play around and see what works best for you. You'll know when it starts to come together because you'll be able to land it with that front foot almost every go, and then the only challenge, like I said before, is just bringing yourself to get that back foot on as well. I've been doing tray flips for a long time, but it took me a long time to learn them. You have to have the patience with this one. I don't know anyone that's learned this trick overnight. If you put in the practice and you try learning them in a bunch of different places instead of just flat ground, give it a go on banks, try it over hips, you'll find that it will be a lot easier to learn it than if you just try it on flat ground. So that's tray flips. Let us know in the comments below if this tutorial helped you learn them, or if you've got any more tricks that you'd like us to do a how-to video on. Remember to hit subscribe, click the bell, and you'll always see the videos that we do as soon as we post them. Thank you for watching. See you next Saturday.